I just started recording, and I have absolutely no idea what I'm going to say. But I think that is the point of YouTube, for me, for now at least. It's kind of like a journal, but it's not so boring. At least I hope not. For me, it is self-expression, simply. I get to turn on the mic and the camera and simply express myself how I want to. And it's different from a journal, which is simply taking my thoughts and putting it down on paper, versus my inner being, my soul. That's a little too dramatic. My mind, the recesses of my mind, having an opportunity to come out a bit, shine forth through this crack. And I cannot extract all of the contents of my subconscious. But by having an open mic like this, where I don't have anything planned to say, I give myself, my mind, my subconscious, my inner thoughts, a voice. I get to say things that I didn't know I had to say or wanted to. I think that is very useful. Breathing. You see, there's so many things I can talk about. I don't even know which ones. You know what I do like? I want to find a camera angle that shows the desk that the camera is sitting on, but shows me in front of the desk. Now, my desk isn't long enough, and I have a thought that when others use this shot in their videos, they are using a special lens on a certain kind of camera, and it's not something that I can probably do on my phone camera. People will tolerate bad visuals, they won't tolerate bad audio. I hope this works out. There's so much to say, but at the time you want to say it, you kind of lose your voice sometimes. But that's the joy of it. It lets you know, hey, bro, you have stuff to say, but you can't say it when you want to. Write it down. And then when you need to speak it, it'll be there for you. So many things to show you, but in the future. I look forward to this channel. You see, when I started it and I made my first video, I was thinking, I'm going to do this imperfectly on purpose. That's the whole point. Just to get started. Imperfectly done is better than perfectly planned. And eventually, I'm going to get to the point where I want to do well, and I want to make good videos with a high standard of quality. But getting to that point may take a few videos of bare minimum quality, simply done videos. I think those are the best kind to start out with. If you put too much pressure on yourself to start, you're not going to start. You're not going to make it. There are so many things I could share about my life, and that's what's so cool about this. You are my friends, and I can share my life and the things that I've learned, which I thought was going to be the whole channel, but also simply the things that I like, my interests, things I found of interest that day. I can just share me, portray my personality. That is so valuable, to have a platform to speak your mind, to express yourself, and also to create. I think that's why I'm getting into painting. It's because that creative outlet, when you sit down to create art, you give voice to something that you didn't know you had. You are coaxing out part of your soul. Again, that sounds very weighty, but it's really not. Instead of simply saying what you have on your mind, you're drawing out what's in your heart, and you're putting it out there. It's not bubbling up, it's not pressing, it's not, man, I just have to say something, which YouTube can be a productive outlet for. But there's self-expression, and then there is creativity. When you express yourself, you're simply Well, not simply. I'm not going to tell you the definition of self-expression. Who am I to know? But when I express myself, I am simply giving out what I have close at hand on me. Oh, I have these things right here. I'm going to give them out. I'm going to express them instead of keeping them in the main courtyard. But then if you go deeper into the house, past the courtyard, past the entryway, past the living room, into the inner chamber, then you find more things that, if you draw them out and present them to the people, is not simply self-expression. That is creativity. When you sit down to create something, that's not something that necessarily, for me anyway, was bubbling up, just asking to be released and expressed. Express yourself. My mode of self-expression usually takes a verbal form. Creativity, on the other hand, I think takes a different form for me. Anyway, I think I'd like to move around more. I want the camera just in the corner of the room. It captures the whole room, and I can have a mic on me, so I don't have to sit here and stare at this. The mic quality wouldn't be nearly as good, I think, but it would let me move around, and that might be better. I don't know. Lord willing, all of this will work out and be to my benefit, and to everyone else's benefit as well. Dostoevsky.